What's going on, guys, and welcome to Dream Team Transfer Daily. My name is Smith and I'm here to take you through today's transfer news. Now, this isn't strictly transfer news, but we've got to talk about it. Of course, it's Mourinho, sacked from Chelsea yesterday. What are we thinking? Well, you know what, a replacement is a great start, and the Telegraph are reporting that Gus Hiddink could be back at Chelsea on a short-term deal just like he did back in 2009. And Chelsea fans might remember that that was quite a successful campaign for him. He only lost once in the league, and that was to Spurs. Come on, you Spurs. And he also lifted the FA Cup with a 2-1 win over Everton. As I say, it is just a short-term deal though, as Abramovich wants to bring in the services of his main target, Diego Simeone of Atletico Madrid. Now, Chelsea have been in Spain for the past week trying to break Simeone's contract and spending £15 million in the process. And despite all that, Simeone seems reluctant to come to West London. For me, Hiddink is a decent replacement. He's been there, done that, and got the t-shirt, literally. But my question to you guys is, what if he does turn things around? We all know the league is pretty much out of sight at the moment, but he can still bring home some silverware in the form of domestic cups and in Europe as well. What we've got to remember though is this is Chelsea. Di Matteo, who lived and breathed the club, brought home a Champions League trophy, still didn't get offered the job. Surely though, if a guy comes in, inspires the dressing room, steers the ship in the right direction, and gets Chelsea back to being the Chelsea that teams feared, surely that guy deserves a long-term shot. Let me know what you think. Also running alongside this, the Times are reporting that ex-Spurs manager one day Ramos could be set to replace Mourinho, and this could be fairly easy to implement as he is currently a free agent. Then you've got the Express reporting that a deal to bring in Pep Guardiola in the summer is 90% done. The Spaniard has already said that he's leaving Bayern when his contract is up, which paves a lovely way to the Premier League, but it's not just Chelsea that are interested. Oh no, it's Manchester United as well, as they're looking to get rid of LVG and his boring philosophies as well. The next thing we need to look at is, where does Mourinho go from here? Okay, the last 3 months haven't been the best for him, but there's no taking away that he's a fantastic manager, a talented one, and he wins trophies wherever he goes. The Sun are actually reporting that the first club to be interested are that of Manchester United. You know, it's not often that someone like Mourinho is available, so will they see this as an opportunity to send LVG packing? What about England? Well, we've all got opinions on this, mine being we should just stick to English managers, but he is said to be ready to listen to offers from the FA should Roy Hodgson leave following the Euros in 2016. A trip back to Spain could also be on the cards, as Real Madrid and Valencia both said to be interested, and the Real Madrid president has also been quoted as saying no doubt he'll be here next season, if not before. Honestly, there's so many different scenarios that could happen with this story, and of course we want to hear from you guys. First of all, were Chelsea right to sack their most successful manager of all time? Who's going to replace him, and where's he going to end up? Let us know in the comments below. So with the papers fully focusing on the Mourinho saga, there's not been much transfer talk about. However, The Guardian and The Mirror are both reporting that a deal to bring Marko Rog to Anfield could be on the cards. If pulled off, this will be Jurgen Klopp's first signing as Liverpool manager. However, it's important to point out that the 19-year-old, who's currently valued at £5 million, will be bought and then loaned back to Red Star Belgrade until the end of the season. For those that don't know much about the Serbian midfielder, he's classed as one of the most promising up-and-coming talents across Europe and has caught the eye of Manchester United, Chelsea and Inter Milan. Next up, we've got Curtis Davis of Hull, and he's only got a short time on his contract, and it's Bournemouth that's looking to bring him in. Eddie Howe is obviously looking to shore up that back line and maintain that Premier League status for Bournemouth, but it looks like it's going to cost him £3 million to do so. It's a tough one for Hull, and of course Steve Bruce. He'll want to be keeping that team as much together as possible as he looks to bounce back to the Premier League. They currently occupy a playoff space, but if they don't make it back to the Premier League, let Davis' contract run out, he'll be good to leave on a free. I'm guessing this is one for the chairman and his finances to weigh up. Finally, we're talking about Ronaldo, but then again, in every single transfer window we're talking about him. Don't read too much into this one, but the Sun are reporting that he's just bought 3 hotels in areas closely tied to his career, and he's looking to open a 4th in 2017. Unfortunately though, for United fans, he's not in Manchester, so any chances of him coming home, so to speak, could be slim, as he's looking more across the pond in New York. So could this be a hint as to where we might see Ronaldo heading next? He's already bought an apartment in New York, and he's often speaking highly of the MLS. Watch this space, I guess, but hey, that brings us to the end of today's video. Do get in touch, do let us know what you think of any of today's stories. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the Dream Team YouTube channel, and we'll see you in the next one.
And it will be lonely this Christmas for Jose Mourinho. Well, probably have his family round, actually.